little road trip. These are the kind of things that happen. We've just had his first marshal's order after we're not registered, and there's been some kind of miscalculation and we've dropped some blocks short. It's actually a really exclusive brand new block, so I'm going to go to Halifax, an hour and 6 minutes away, and get them. But they're absolutely brilliant. I can't say enough about them. The suppliers are everything for you. It's your team, and they really need to be on your side because there's enough trouble with all sorts of things that go off. But this is exactly part of being a business and been adapting with other options. What to wait, jobs not stud, but we need them for Monday. We're at another business convention on Monday to sort some stuff out. So sometimes you've just got to take it, get your sent off, and go for it. That working grab wagon, the silly bastard doing that. But yes, things have to be done. So I'll probably go on YouTube this really, but it's GoPro. And it's been going well, to be honest. Raining, but we're still managing to creep by again. I know in this game, trying to keep moving forwards, everything. So yeah, that's a little update. We're going to try and string some videos together, keep them on socials. We are trying as best for that. But I thought I have got a GoPro on my head, so these people will be looking, thinking, what's he doing? Looking like some kind of technical unicorn. Because I can drive, I do a lot of driving, I can talk to you, because there's no way I'm filming, looking at a camera while driving, because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But at least with this you can see where I'm looking, and we can actually have some talks, because a lot of the time it's fun. I've actually got radio, I don't normally have it on at all, I just sit in silence, just going over stuff, business, problems. Well, not problems, solutions, that's where, to get round them like this, you adapt. We're talking within minutes. Most people have probably said, oh no, we'll wait for delivery, but that's just not how it goes. So, checking another time, I might show yard. This is Marshall's Direct, I've never actually been, but so we'll see when we get there. So, a lot of them, since COVID, they did move up this way, I know they did for a fact. But it's catching up. People want nice stuff, and that's where it's standards at work. You cannot get anyone a reason to do. Well, you should be anyway, but if you wanted to take it that way, you need to be absolutely perfect. And again, some stuff I'm seeing is just like unbelievable. Some standards of work, it's like, what are you doing? Like big jobs as well. It's not even to talk them down, because I'm never going to name any names, but my god, just people just spending tens of thousands, and it's ridiculous. So that's why we've gone with a certain group of people, pushing socials, pushing these, and then it's to show everything. We're not hiding out. We've got all his landlines, all his mobiles, my WhatsApp, my Messenger, this YouTube, TikTok, shorts. You can see absolutely everything. It's not easy to put your son out there, because people have got something to say. They really have. Some people don't want to do it because of what they're going to, I don't know, whether they're under business, they don't want people to see, they don't want people to know. And that's the fact is, I'm just like, look, I've had some other people help me with stuff, I've helped them. I'm not going to give absolutely everything away, obviously. So we've got little touches that does make us different. But then again, same way when I used to be into training to fishing, catfishing, training, you can tell people absolutely everything. No one's going to do it. That's different. Like, it's all, you've actually got to put it into practice. A lot of people actually know absolutely everything, but they don't put it into practice, and you've got to, and it's going to cost you money. You're going to make less money if you want to do nice jobs and stuff, but that's just how it is. Anyway, my neck is actually killing from hanging this thing off because it's not light. So I will check in another time maybe. Right, so we're back. Well, not back. This is going to be the first episode of not the first episode of Van Talk. This is, I'd explained it before. I was going out to Marshall's factory, and it was a really long drive to Halifax. So I had a really good introduction about the new thing we're going to be doing to well, I'm going to call it Van Talk, so it's going to be a bit different with GoPro because you actually get to see what I'm doing. Because there's a lot like podcasts, and you just two people sat either side of a desk. I mean, I know it works, they're popular, but this might be something a bit better to watch. I mean, I actually watch podcasts, yeah, to be fair. So rather than just listening. So it might be something that moves into, I'll probably switch between, but there might be a different, this one's going to be like a Van Talk. And it was really started from seeing a lot of things about women, not women empowerment, but the support that's out there for women, talking about it, even on the men podcast talking about women. And as we know, especially in construction industry, anyone that's in it, that's worked in it, we've all seen them people. I mean, I've had a load work with us, that good lads, and one way or another, they just mess the ends up through various things, various extracurricular activities. It's women, substance misuse and stuff like that. So we're really here to talk about that. Maybe get some people on. We did think about having a women van on drives, and we'll just go somewhere and just talk, just because it is a different setting, especially for in construction. We don't spend a lot of time going around in vans. It's even open to such as, I know a lot of railway lads, civils lads that work away, and that working away as well. There's not sort of no there out for them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff talking about becoming a millionaire and stuff like that, and this and that, but I mean, it's not for everyone, and there is normal people out there that want to just maybe listen to something that a bit normal people and trying to see about that. So yeah, I'd done a full introduction, but we as GoPro transferring it got stuck in the GoPro app, and then that were it. It's sort of lost in there. So I was going to go through it, write down some points to talk about, but again, I'm just doing it off at cuff again, sort of thing. So it's just trying to figure out what to talk about. I mean, it's trying to come up with some just for some content to put us out there. I mean, we do all right. I mean, it's all organic, our growth as well. It's not, we haven't got like a management thing or all. Yeah, it's just all us. So it's something really that people, not a lot of people do it, because you get some rate stick. I get some rate stick on TikTok and all. People have got all their opinions and stuff, but it's good. That's the thing. The people, there's no truly nasty out there. It gets a debate going about things, different methods on jobs, stuff like that. It's just good, to be honest. I've got an apprentice that I should do more stuff with, really, get him on, because people really do like to see young uns working and stuff like that, especially learning. So, but now we're just going to RF, one of our paving suppliers. I've got some tiles to take back, and then picking up some Indian stone for another job. Yeah, I should have took notes on that, because I can't remember. I mean, it is 9:15 and all. On that other one, I were a lot more awake as well, talking about stuff. What were we going to talk about? stuff in industry. What did I want to see really as I was looking through stuff? We'll probably have to cut it up because I'm trying to think in between. So, I know what. Let's ring her. Let's ring wife and ask her. I think it's good to get to drive around like this and see people. See how old people cross it. Whoa! See how old people crossing road. Hey, I'm on GoPro now. I just said that I'll ring wife, and because I've sort of started it off, and then I'm like, right, I should have definitely took notes because I cannot remember what I was talking about at all. I've just said about stuff in industry and that, but I can't remember what else I was talking about because they were quite long, some of them, weren't they? Kind of stuff on about. I've just said it is 9 in the morning, where it's other one it was a bit later on and I had a bit more to talk about. But I thought, no. I said we'll ring her up. We'll ring wife up now and see if she can remember what I was talking about.
I've got hiccups, so you were talking about. I know you mentioned something to do with men in industry.
Yeah, I talked about that. Yeah, quick little thing on the support for men in industry.
You were talking about a lot. You started talking about some terrible things with some other work. You know, it's not really fair. That do things properly when people can turn up and do shit work and then they won't have known any business.
Yeah, and what, just some 2 like 8-minute videos, weren't it? Well, talking about that then.
2 8-minute ones, and 2-minute ones. One where you were just setting off saying where you were going.
Ah, yeah.
And then there were another little clip showing, because you were in a nice place, you were showing like.
Yeah. Well, we're just on way to Donny now. We're in some nice places, but now we're back into like all shit bits and that on factories. Yeah, I can talk about that then, and talk about how it's changed a bit with quoting, because that's something people want to listen to, and they'll get people will get some comments going.
Similar to what Tidy Bricks was saying about our, customers. Being a nightmare as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can make things harder than it needs to be.
Yeah.
And obviously there's the quoting side when people are nightmare on quoting and a nightmare on customers.
Yes,
but we don't really get nightmare.
Yeah. We'll just take that for first segment then now. I'm taking these tiles back. I've got to get the stone. Then they need the grass at some point. Dean needs his grass, so I just thought, look, I'm not doing it to miss end. I said to my dad, I'm just going for tiles and I'm taking them stone. That's what I'm doing now. And then, you know what I mean? Well, yeah, if you try and ball everything together, think, right, I can be here, there, and then you realise that you just stood there in a garden thinking, what, I'm not even going anywhere.
You just do that task first, and then decide what's next when you get back.
Right, we'll talk about that customer and quoting then to start, because that will get people talking. So, whether we cut this up or not, it's alright. It's alright, really. It's all with us, because we can do that anyway. But again, the development thing might be a separate thing. This is just like a main breakdown, well, really, it's whether you call it van talk, I mean, it's just rambling, really. It's me driving round as if I had one of your in van. And that's what happens most of the time. On long journeys, you just put it world to rate. It's just like none of it makes any sense whatsoever. But that's what we do, isn't it? It's a strange little thing what men talk about. There is women in industry as well, and they are coming through. Some really good ones. I know a lady plumber, who's brilliant. There's another plumber. I think she was a Tyler actually, and she's sort of got a few vans and that. But it's that expansion. Like we've got 2 teams. I'm on one of them. And I mean, we've got a lot of work coming in, but I just can't see it being viable to do that other team. I mean, I need to make sure my 2 are run sort of optimally. I'd bit of advice over other people. Some actually one who works for Marshalls, who's Neil, the assessor, who had a successful paving company in North East, and he said if I took the third team on, it would just no end, just more stress and not really coming to it. Because, I mean, I do work as well, but obviously there's got to be something in these jobs for it worth doing, because it multiplies that stress more and more, because everything needs to be sorted. They've got to be ran perfect. There is no room to be, if something goes wrong and they're stood, that's just, well, it can't happen. So, like, I've been to physio yesterday because of my back, and that just messed day up right. Like I said today, I said to my wife, I've got to go for a stone, I've got some artificial grass, I've got some porcelain to get, I've got 2 lots of grass, I've got to get some tiling adhesive. But really now, I used to get, well, the anxiety and stuff, that's an whole other topic, innit? But yeah, really, that's a good first instalment. I'm here now, so we'll probably cut it up, do the quoting one to get some experiences from you, to be honest, about how you deal with your customers and stuff like that. That could be a good one, and probably mixing some working with trades in it, sort of thing. What am I doing here? Just totally messed that up. Got a job to do with them town grey. Big, might be a metre. No, the night I can see with one at side room, the 900 by 900. Them still a fair old tile. I'll not be able to do that until the back's better. But yeah, that'll be first instalment really. So we'll probably see how that goes, check it, and then I'll probably come up with some topics sort of thing. So yeah, if you have watched or watched any parts, really thanks for taking your time out. I know there's loads of stuff you can do, but it's good to watch these sort of things, especially when they come to work. That's what I realise. I don't consume content as in just mindless stuff really. It's something to do with work. So these things, especially if you get down in comments, talking, discussing stuff, you get talking to each other, some great good things that come of that. I've learnt a lot of things like that. So that's really good. So yeah, thanks for checking in, and keep posted for some more stuff. There'll be more coming up. Yeah, well, I think I'm pausing because I said it might have to be cut up, but actually in reality I'm not. It's just because I talk that fast, it feels like I am.
Yeah.
Right, I'll put phone down then, and I'll
yeah, see what it comes out like.
Yeah. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Then. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Right, so that is a good thing to start on, actually, quoting. Now it came off the see, going in the tidy bricks, who's big on YouTube and stuff. He put this little video up about going to see a quote with a customer, and just them telling him how to. We all know about it. Telling him how to do a job, and it was just hilarious. I think he just picked up his book and he just walked off like mid thing. And he said, "I've never done that before, but Scott." I understand, because he's like, we're a Marshall's registered installer and all, and it ain't easy to become one. People might say, oh no, it is, they'll get to anyone. No, they don't. They turn up at random times, they go to your past jobs. Do you know what I mean? You can't trick them. So yeah, when you go and someone like Scott, he's been doing it a long time, and he gets something like that, and you can see when it happens. So that could be a good discussion for you to put down in comments, your stories about nightmare customers, nightmare clients. I mean, we've done well. We have really good ones. I mean, thing is, the jobs we do, they're not cheap. The porcelain stuff, it's high-end stuff. You've seen pictures, videos, content. It's good stuff. So there can be. I mean, they want to get the money's worth as well. So, and it's a good thing, because it holds you to that standard. And that's another point with the social media aspect. TikTok. No, maybe one of first videos. We've got a lot of stuff comments about things, and it does hold you accountable to it. That is one thing, because you can go around thinking, oh, now I do what I want, we do what's, and then you're not going to get anywhere if you think you know everything. I mean, we've been doing it, my dad's been doing it as long as we have. Oh no, we've got some very skilled people on team, but nobody thinks they know everything. We'll listen to anyone, any sort of criticism, because that's it, because all it does is improve stuff, and that's where to be. Not quite when I'm pulling out of fast junctions like this, but I've got about half a pallet of tiles in back. This is a new Transit Eco engine. It's not remapped at all. It's got big BF Goodrich tyres on. But one of the things I did do, I think in one of the other videos, I must have had quite a bit of waiting from Marshalls and I was towing like oh. But I've had it serviced in Ford, and honestly it's like a new van having it serviced. But anyway, that could be another discussion, talking about vehicles and that. So yeah, your worst clients, or your quotes, because some of them, they start before you've even got there, start being funny and stuff like that. But yeah, some stories about that. I'm trying to think. I did have one where, this was some time back now, and it were a job. It weren't a big job, it was just a patio with some steps, and I think we were using a black basalt sort of decorative gravel, and it were a nightmare to get older. And it's when it's manufactured, it must be dusty or something. So then you put it in, you wash it down. Rain washes it off, and I think it was put to us to get the cement mixer and get the gravel and put it in with a load of like detergents and chemicals and clean gravel and then put it in. But that's sort of like so it's not even really bad. I mean, thing is, when you see something bad happen, there's always two sides to it and all. Like you see, because you do see some terrible work. I mean, you all know about it on paving groups and that. It's regular stuff coming up. To be honest, I think there's more bad work goes off than there is bad customers. It's very rare you're going to get someone who's got no reason, just been a nightmare with you. But I think what gets a lot of people, what I've seen, especially when you get to spring, a lot of people, they don't know what things cost. They genuinely don't know. So you get a lot of inquiries coming in, and you don't get them, especially us, because we're sitting middle. We're not on cheaper end of things, because we simply know what's worth, and we're not trying to make a killing. As well, Nick Bundy Electrical says, make a living, not a killing, and that's what we're trying to do, make a living. That's equal to the amount of effort we put in to everything. Stress, there is overheads in tools and stuff like that. So yeah, you get a lot of inquiries coming in, and you don't get them all. But this is the thing with social media is people they can follow along with us, and they can actually see what we're doing all the way through. Which helps, because it's a lot of work. It could be a full-time job doing social media, so I see why a lot of people do it. I mean, they were a one-man band now doing everything. I don't even know how they're doing it. I mean, you must have just, well, I don't know. Well, you know why they don't last long, especially now, because that's it. With prices of stuff going up, people are demanding more quality, and rightly so, because things are more expensive. This is a site that's just on where to RF. That site, I was coming in maybe winter, see, and that looked like a lake, that site. Just a full lake, got car park in there. So, what I was doing when we're coming through for tiles and that, is that in stages they put some kind of, I don't know what it was, like a mesh grid sort of system. I suppose they turned the full site into a massive soakaway. So I mean that's like a soil engineering, like proper site engineering thing, that not something I've had experience. We're only on smaller jobs, so little soakaways and surface water control, but that were flood water, so it were really good to see how it progressed. But you can see now they're on it, strip footings, they'll have the engineers in, brilliant. There's a bit of land here, look. Stuff all over. I mean, we've got a couple of things it works. Again, just because the development industry is in property development, you just can't let nothing go about these things, because of people. There's some dirty tricks that get done in property games, some real dirty ones as well. So until they're signed, done, and we're on, that's when you'll see them. I might show you some of them. If we went visiting sites, I'd show you, because it's just showing that we are actually in it, sort of thing. So you've got that aspect of it as well for us, which serves as well in jobs we do, in the bigger jobs, because we don't get other people in for like our block laying, our brick laying.
When we had a math test, I looked around the room and everyone was just doing it, and I couldn't, and I began to cry. But my teacher came over and said, it might look like one big problem.
Back on again, just pulled over to put GoPro on. I've got a stone. I just thought, really, again, rather than putting it into like comments or like a caption on a video, ideas for videos, what you'd want to see. Whether it was sort of methods, like laying methods. There's a load of stuff like that. What sort of content you want to see? More apprentices. There's two actually. There's two on two different jobs. Apprentices, how we go about things, the day-to-day stuff, day-to-day stuff. Look at this for a day though. This is where I've got it at really. I saw a rabbit as well. I thought I better not run this over, so it's a good job. I didn't anyway. It was massive. Never seen one that big. Yeah, ideas for videos, what you'd want to see, some feedback on stuff, stuff like that really. Questions and what we do, things like that. And now I've got the stone. But I thought this was a good way to do it. Oh, I've got radio on. Fucking hell, I'll do it again. Anyway, so we're back in with GoPro on. We've got a stone from RF. We just don't wait to one at current jobs. We're always running two at a time. So we've got to know there's that much work. But it was really just to ask quick, like your ideas for videos. Any feedback on stuff you want to see in particular. I know there's obviously a lot of fellow trades and stuff that watch stuff, but any sort of DIY stuff and all. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend you do alt DIY, but we can do some things, because I still watch it. I know what I'm doing, but I still like to watch other people's methods. There's not stacks of content, to be fair, because it's very hard to maintain. You might do it for a little while and it's very hard to keep up with it. You've got to, and you don't see no results really. I mean, we've got a decent thing on Facebook, so they do alright, but I'll tell you, got what, which is like more or less full time with social media, so that's what you need to be, and who can do that when they're trying to work and stuff like that. So we're trying to push it that way. We have got some good stuff. Always knew, thought that maybe people would want to watch us, because we do have a good laugh. We go to a lot of places. I haven't done any actual like on the job stuff, because at the minute with me back, I'm just like flitting between jobs, getting materials like this. So it's just sort of, well, I'm saying that because we couldn't get it couldn't handle the GoPro footage. I don't know if it was the app or we couldn't transfer it. It was too high quality. So we've ordered an iMac, so that'll be going up a different level sort of thing. So yeah, just a quick one. Ideas for videos, what you'd want to see, what sort of style, and what you fix bad in videos as well. Good points and bad points, because that's the thing, people are watching and you're not best really, you're watching them. They have different opinions and stuff, but there is something to be said for a setup, a style, and the actual content. Yeah, I mean, it was like filming, so like time lapses. I'm not a massive fan of them, but then again, the raw footage, with how slow it is when you're laying a flag, is not ideal either. So that's a good way to do that. So yeah, that was just a little check-in, and say thank you for taking some time out for watching. Give us a like, a comment, share it, depending on what it is. So yeah, thanks for that, and we'll see you later. Oh, I just ran over that.